Hey y'all, I'm going to show you how to set up a regular stash and how to play it. If right now all you can do is barrels, this is a great game because it's set up just like a barrel. It's played different, but it's set up just like a barrel. Regular stash is the player has to have 2 solo bingos to win. You'll have 1 winner. There's 2 ways to play the game, either true solo or not true solo. True solo means that they have to absolutely get a bingo by themselves. Whether the other winners of the bingo is in your game or not, doesn't matter. They have to have a true solo. The other way is not a true solo. If there's other winners of the bingo and they're not in your game, the one that's in your game would count as a true solo. So you can play it either way. It's up to you, but just make sure that you put that in your description, whether or not it's a true solo. Because if you don't have anything in the description, it's automatically that's got to be a true solo. So be careful with your description. So I'm gonna just do regular stash, and y'all know about the stash. Y'all seen this before. Okay, price. You're going to have to cap this off, so keep that in mind when setting your price. If you do it for 500, you're going to have to cap it off at 60, so that means you'd only have 60 players in your game. So if you do it, let's say for 100, then you could have 300 players, but that's up to you. But just remember, you do have to cap it off. So let's say I'm going to do 100. Okay, and you want to put your description, like I said. It says here I put that I don't want a true solo. So those in stash count only, doesn't have to be a true solo. If you want it to be a true solo, just take that part out of it. Okay, just as long as it's in the description. Okay, you're going to leave all this as default because it's a barrel. Go to advanced settings. Here's where you would put your sets. So since you have 100, you can put 300 here. Okay, you're not going to get 300, but you're at least covering your butt to know that in case you did get 300 players, it's capped off. Now, you don't have to fill this game. You can close it at any time. It's not like a Rama where you have to have a certain amount of players to close it. You can close it at any time. So if you don't get the 300, don't think that you can't close it. You can close it. Okay? That's just there just in case. You never know. So, and let's say if the price was 500, you wanted to set the game at 500, you'd put 60 here. Okay? It can't go over 30K. So 60 times 5 is 30. So 30K. It won't go over. So this is all up to you, whatever you want the price to be. Just don't forget this one step, because you can't pick and choose who you refund. You'd have to refund the whole game if it goes over 30K. Okay? All right. Then you click create, which I'm not going to do. I don't have time right now. I don't have time to do a stash. So I'm going to kind of explain it to you how to do it. And it's easy. It's just like a barrel, just like you're playing your barrel game. I'm going to go to one of my old barrel games. Okay, let me go to the spreadsheet. All right, the one main difference is that this is going to be like you having a 1 barrel game. So the total rounds, you don't have to worry about this, and you don't have to worry about a certain round. You can put round 1, or you can leave it blank and just put your game ID in. Just make sure that you have your game ID. Every game that you check, you've got to have your game ID. Don't just put the game ID for the game that the person wins on. Every game ID has to be put in. Okay, let's say this was our first game. Let's say this was our first game right here. Okay, and you check. Let's see who the person was. Okay, the winner was Bonnie. Let's say Bonnie and Joe Max. Bonnie and Joe Max. Okay. You check here. check just like your barrel. Let's say Bonnie's in. All right. Joe, Max. They're both in, so it would be no solo. So you get your sticky. This is your sticky notes. This is how I keep up with it. Keep up with stuff like this. This is what you would copy and paste into chat. Regular stash, solo. You don't have one yet. We checked one and they were both in, so it was not a solo. So let's go to another one. Let's see who else we got here. Okay. A bingo. All right, we're going to check a bingo. Okay, she's in. She bingoed all by herself. So that's a solo. So we put it over here, a bingo. Now this is for you too to keep up with because there's nowhere on here for you to put numbers or anything. This is just like a barrel. You have to check it and you have to keep up with it. So this is real important to keep up with this. If you even want to, while you're doing this, write it down on paper too. And just in case your computer shuts down or something and your sticky notes don't save it, then you at least have it on paper, your solos. Because you'd have to go through each game ID. So that'll save you some time maybe. If you handwrite it out and then you have it on a sticky note, that way you can copy and paste this into chat. Because they'll ask what's the stats on the solos. Then you could have it right here. Okay? And so go to the next one. All right. And let's say it's Brad. Okay. All right. You check. Okay. Brad is in. So that's a solo. You got it all by himself. So you put Brad here. And you copy and paste that into chat. Okay. When you have a player that gets 2 solos, that'll be the winner. You copy and paste this, put that into chat. You can put how much they're going to win. Okay. And then you'll have to go and click on their name and pay them. So that's about it. It's an easy game. You'll close it when you complete the game, you'll put the winner in, that 2 solos, and what the winner was, and that's it. So I hope this helps. And if y'all have any questions, you can ask one of us. We'll be more than happy to help. Have a great day.